I've been awarded Mrs. C.A. Jones, the Mrs., you know what I'm saying? And, man, that's all I can say. This man, like, man, y'all don't know how far I came. Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, 8 months ago, I ain't even... A year ago, bro, I ain't even think that I could be as far as I am, and I'm not that far in nothing in life. But I'm a lot farther than I thought I would be, based on the decisions I was making and the people I was around. That's a fact. I'm a lot farther than a lot of people would have hoped for me. I thank God for the strength that He's instilled in me, because, man, without that strength, without that grace, without the strength to forgive, you don't have I'm trying to tell you right now. If you can't forgive, bro, if you can't move on, if you were stuck in resent and stuff that's not mindful or not of God, then you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying? When God blessed me with the strength of grace, with the knowledge of grace, and with the mindfulness of grace, a lot of things changed for me. A lot of things. Not only was I able to go through the trials and tribulations, to recognize that I'm going through a trial, that I'm going through a tribulation, but I have the grace to forgive whatever is in the trial, whatever is in the war, whoever. I have the strength to forgive. And that's the biggest part. Yeah, you're going to go through it, but it's about how you go through it. You're going to go through it in anger and anguish. It's never going to work. You're never going to be happy. Never. You got to go through it in grace and in mindfulness and in anointing. You know what I mean? Bruh. A year ago today, I'm trying to tell y'all, bruh, a year ago today, I was finna be at my worst. Do you hear me? Something I never thought that would happen, but it did. And I'm trying to tell y'all, it came full circle. A year ago today, boy, y'all just don't know. That's a fact. I was double. I'm talking about I was super. Right, emotionally, I was done. Mentally, I was done. Physically, I wasn't even eating, yo. I ain't had no money to eat, bruh. I'm talking, bruh. I ain't had no job. I'm straight bumming. Call myself bumming and pimping. How the fuck bumming and pimping? Get your shit together. That's what I had to tell myself. So, I got up on my shit. You know what I mean? I got up on my shit, y'all. But I stayed out of the way, bruh. I did the isolation. I did the reflecting. I did healing. And you never done healing. I'm still healing. But I'm saying, I took the steps. I had to. I had no choice. I took the steps. I never thought I would be Mrs. Anything. I never thought I would be in a history club. I never thought I would be becoming a substitute teacher. Bruh. But I ain't never thought. I never thought. And I just got to thank God one more time, because we came a long way, you know what I mean? We came a long way, man. Boy, so many nights I couldn't sleep. So many nights crying. And I ain't crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because, like, well, look how far you came. You're so strong, Asian. We gonna keep going, bro. This shit don't stop. It don't never stop. I gotta tell myself that every day, bro. Just because you in a certain place right now don't mean this shit stop. Don't get comfortable ever. Don't ever get comfortable at once. What the hell? Getting comfortable? Why would you do that? Don't ever get comfortable. Yes, be thankful for the level you at, but don't ever get comfortable where you at. Be thankful for the level that God put you on, but don't never get comfortable on that level. Accountability is the first step to stagnation. Stagnation is being comfortable in an unhealthy condition. I don't want to be stuck nowhere. I want to elevate every time. But when it's time, though, it's not my time and it's God's time. If you would have told me in 2023 that you're going to come through what you're going through, that you're going to be the midst of the history club, and you're going to be chosen to be on the panel for Black Women's History Month because of your midterm, I'd have been like, you got the wrong chick. Because I ain't even on that right now. Like, I'm all messed up right now. I would have been like, nah, like, Central not fucking with me. Like, the world ain't fucking with me. Because I thought the world won't fuck with me. The world won't fuck with me. At the time, the world was like, fuck you. Because I had said so many fuck yous to the world. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like, I was doing bad. Like, sophomore year, I was doing bad. You know what I'm saying? But this year, I told myself, you know what? F that. Like, that for real. You got to get back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get your shit right. You're not here for no reason. You here for a reason. You got to get this motherfucking degree. And you need to do it in the way that Asia's supposed to do it. Not moping around, thinking the world owe you something. Not thinking, oh, everything's going to come to you. No, you got to work for where you got to get to. You got to work for what you want. You got to work for where you need to be. And I had to put in the work. I had to put in the sweat. I had to put in the work. And I had to get back to who I know I am. You know what I'm saying? Really, as far as my academics, because I wasn't doing right. You know what I'm saying? I was focused on everything else. Like, I was focused on everything else. And I was regressing in everything, including my academics. So focusing on everything else and not being focused on my academics fucked me up. And I was at risk of, like I said, being kicked out of school at one point. So I was just like, fuck. I ain't even gonna fuck to work. What's the point? You might kick me out anyway. You saying fuck me anyway. But to go from that mindset to that fixed mindset to the growth mindset that I have now, to keep going and keep pushing and keep breaking barriers and keep breaking chains and keep creating new windows for yourself, keep creating new networks, keep creating new doors. That's all I tell myself every day. Because it was at a certain point until I couldn't even think like that. I was thinking, what's going to benefit me today? How am I going to get through today? Instead of, hey, let's get back to long term. What are we here for? What's the goal? You know what I'm saying? What we doing here? You know what I'm saying? What's the point in you going into all this student loan debt if you ain't going to do nothing with it? You know what I'm saying? So I had to think about that. And I had to really sit with myself and think about that. I said, nah, you going to do what you're supposed to do in school. You're going to persevere. You're going to move forward. Everything else is going on because everything else ain't going to pay these student loans. Everybody else ain't paying your student loans. You paying your student loans. You earned your degree. You applied to go to college. You got accepted into college. And you going to finish college and you going to get this degree. If you don't do anything else, Asia going to get this degree. And I had to tell myself that. And I have to tell myself that every day. The boys get that degree. So being elected to be Miss C.A. Jones, it might be minuscule the most, but to me, it really means something, you know what I'm saying? Because I doubted myself so much. And it's not about a title. It's really, really think about it, fuck the title. It's not about the title. It's the you can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's the effort. It's the you put your best foot forth. It's the you got up out of bed that morning and you put your mind to it and you did it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is for me. That's what all of this is for me. You put your best foot forth and prove yourself wrong. When you told yourself, hey man, look, I'm fucking up too bad. I ain't gonna be what I thought I was gonna be. I ain't who I thought I was. I ain't meant to be who I thought I was meant to be. I proved myself wrong and I said, fuck that. And fuck that mindset. You gonna be as great as you choose to be. And what I'm doing is being as great as I exemplify to be. I'm demonstrating to my younger self, I'm demonstrating to my teenage self that Asia is going to be everything that she was supposed to be. And anything I want to be, I can be. And I'm doing it. All my dreams and aspirations, I'm moving forward, I'm progressing in it. And any hindrances get prayed away, straight up. And if I got to go through it, I go through it. You know what I'm saying? But I go through it with my head up. I don't go through things with my head down no more. Because times like this, accomplishments like this remind me of why I walk through with my head up every day. Why I wake up in the morning with my head up every day. Because it was a point, so I ain't have my head up. It was a point in time I was, man, what? I wasn't even going to class. I wasn't doing no work. I was doing just enough not to get kicked out of school. But putting my mind to it and really doing the work that I know I can do, I'm making more accomplishments. I'm having more accomplishments than I ever thought I could have. If you would have asked me when I started college, do you want to be the miss of something? I would be like, the miss of who? Miss what? I'd be like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm not doing all that. Now look at me. Like I said, it might be minuscule the most, but to me, it's a complete 360. In a mindset standpoint, a complete 360 in a self-love standpoint, a complete 360 in an academic standpoint. You know what I'm saying? It's a complete 360. And it's a process. It's a journey. It took months. It takes years for some things. Some things took a year. You know what I'm saying? Some things took months. Some things took days. Some things took weeks. Shit, some things took hours. But things take time. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. Because I was going to do a coach because I play basketball. But she was like, get another perspective from something that you don't usually want to learn about. So that's what I did. Got out of my comfort zone and jumped into it. I will identify her as a community builder and a disability justice advocate. Her story relates to Miss Patsy Oliver. She was a grassroots activist in Texas. Her advocacy initially concerned her family's health and safety, pollution that was targeted in the African American community. I went through a little something at the dentist's office that I've never experienced being minimized in healthcare before. So I've been going through this root canal thing for about 2 years, and there's been no progress. Why don't we have crowns? Nobody knows, but I figured it out.